Before I start the questions, I just want you to remind you, in your program, there's a demographics. If you could just check it, because I really appreciate it, you could just leave it on the chair at the back on your way out, just to answer, because I'm going to, for statistics, okay? So let me get the mic. Does anybody have any questions? Don't be shy. Oh, okay. We're coming. So you're on this side?
Microphone.
Oh, okay, here you go. Voila.
How did the man put the bowl on his head without dropping it?
I didn't understand the question.
Put the bowl on your head.
Ah, okay. Bon, j'ai dit en français. My English is very poor, so she going to translate. No, you translate, please.
Oh, no, no. Okay.
Alors, en Afrique,
In Africa,
généralement,
generally,
à son âge,
your age,
on porte les choses déjà sur la tête.
they put things on their head at that age. Yes.
Donc, mais normalement, on ne lâche pas. Mais petit à petit, ça devient comme une danse parce qu'on joue pour l'équilibre.
And when you get older, you do it as you grow, and the older you get, it becomes a dance. Right?
Donc normalement, ça vient aussi au Cameroun, je suis originaire du Cameroun, ça vient d'une danse qui s'appelle Asiko.
It comes from a dance called Asiko. He's from the Cameroon.
Et on danse avec la bouteille en équilibre sur la tête.
Okay, and they dance with the bottle on top of their head. Keep. Bouteille, yeah. A bottle on top of their head.
Normally with a bottle of beer. I don't drink alcohol. For you also it's not good. That's why I take the calabash because it's very important calabash. C'est quelque chose qui est très important pour l'Afrique.
Something that's very, very important, the calabash.
Ça réunit les gens.
It reunites everybody, people.
Et donc j'ai trouvé que c'était intéressant de partir un peu plus loin avec cette chose traditionnelle pour aller dans le monde contemporain.
So he thought it was very interesting to go a little further than carrying the bottle on his head to go to a calabash, if it has more signification.
Donc c'est un travail d'équilibre et de dissociation.
It's a work of balancing and disassociation.
Yes, that's it.
Because you have the ball on your hair and you have to move on your body, but you have...
There you go, voila.
There you go, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
My question relates to the last act again, first I wanted to know his origins, but now I know it's Cameroon. But was there a specific story around, he sort of like came out in bondage first of all, or so? I don't know. So I don't know what the story was.
Alors, normally, ceci c'est une partie du travail
It's a part of a piece of work.
of my next solo.
His next solo.
The name is Mami Wata,
Mami Wata.
the god of sea, la déesse de la mer.
Yeah, it's the goddess of the ocean and the sea.
But, alors, maintenant, pourquoi la déesse de la mer? C'est-à-dire que à l'intérieur de ce travail,
Why is the goddess of the water in the middle of this work?
je vais travailler sur le positif, le négatif, l'opposition.
He wants to work with the negative and the positive.
Woman and a man,
Woman and a man,
nighttime and daytime,
nighttime, daytime.
yin
And opposites.
because I believe that, je crois que
He believes
pour l'harmonie, pour notre harmonie à nous les humains sur la terre,
the harmony,
for human being,
the human being.
we need that opposition to be in harmony.
So at the start he was in the dark then, is that what it was? So he was covered up, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
and that also because why I was the end, because all my colleagues, they make Islam, I mean, everything came from Africa, blah, blah, blah. Now it's like we lose ourselves.
Right.
We don't have to forget where we came from. Not to go just to the tradition also have evolution, but we don't have to forget where we came from. That's why the beginning is for the dark. I mean, difficult. I was fighting with myself. Like everybody every day sometimes is not good, but Baba, the flute, he just came to give me espoir. Yeah. The hope, absolutely. To give the hope, so just relax. It's going to be okay. So you have to come to the la terre mère, le sable. Voilà. Non, c'est le sable là, mais c'est la terre. It's supposed to be la terre.
That's right. It's sand, but it's supposed to be.
Because it's for everybody. I mean, we work on that ground. We get her energy. She don't ask anything. She just gives off the energy. But we don't have to forget that she's support.
The English is great, perfect. Okay.
Can you come up? I think this is fun.
This is a question to Chantal.
Yes.
I wanted to ask about Franco.
Yes.
Your dance was a tribute to Franco, with Zaire and
Yes.
Please tell us about Franco and
Yes.
his tribute. So take me back as well.
Oh, c'est moi qui produit encore.
Oui, oui, oui.
Voilà.
C'est pour lui dire que moi je suis originaire de la Guadeloupe,
She's originally from Guadeloupe.
que j'ai débuté la danse quand je suis arrivée en France,
She started dancing when she arrived in France
avec la danse congolaise et zaïroise.
with the dance of Congolese and Zaïroise, yeah, from Zaire and the Congo.
Et donc j'ai énormément voyagé donc avec les Zaïrois et les Congolais sur la musique zaïroise.
She
moderne.
traveled a lot with the Congolese and the Zaïroise in music and dance.
Yes, the modern music.
Modern music, yes.
Et quand la première fois, les premiers spectacles que j'ai faits,
The first spectacle show that she did,
à la fin du spectacle,
at the end of the spectacle show,
il y avait un grand bal.
there was a grand ball.
Ouais.
Okay.
On dansait à deux.
Oh, sorry. It was a big ball. It's a big ball, yes.
On dansait à deux et je découvrais la musique de Franco.
And she discovered the music of Franco.
Et en fait, j'étais malade, j'avais pris des médicaments.
She was sick, but she had taken medicine.
Et sur cette musique, j'ai gonflé, j'ai fait une allergie.
Oh, and because of music, she swelled up. She had an allergy.
Et je me suis retrouvée à l'hôpital.
And she went to the hospital.
Donc ça, c'était un souvenir d'il y a longtemps, mais
That's a souvenir for
Franco est un très grand musicien zaïrois.
Yeah, he was a very, very big musician from Zaire.
Voilà, il est décédé il y a déjà 20 ans au moins. Si je me
He
souviens.
died about 20 years ago or so.
Yes, it's more maybe.
Maybe
I
more,
can't
yes.
remember. Et donc Mario, cette chanson,
Mario, the song, yes.
il parle d'un homme
He's speaking of a man.
voilà, qui est un peu gigolo et qui aime fréquenter les femmes un peu âgées.
Because they understood. He was a gigolo, and he liked going
Voilà.
around with women.
Et Franco raconte tous les jours qu'est-ce que l'homme fait. Cet homme, il se balade, il essaye de fréquenter les femmes.
Okay, so he was always out with the women. Yes.
Ouais.
The women will take care of him.
Voilà.
Sorry.
Oui, gigolo.
Oh, okay.
Gigolo.
Oh, no, but gigolo, yeah, so the women took care of him because he was a gigolo, smooth. We all know the gigolo.
Et donc voilà, et donc c'est un souvenir de très longtemps, les débuts de ma carrière avec la musique zaïroise. Donc voilà, c'est aussi une partie de...
There's a souvenir of when she started dancing some time ago.
Et c'est une partie d'une pièce chorégraphique d'un duo de 50 minutes.
Okay, so it's a small piece it's an extract from a piece that lasts 50 minutes, 50
Yes,
minutes.
yes.
Wait, yes.
Et donc, et cette pièce parle du triangulaire.
That piece talks about
Triangulaire.
triangle.
Triangle.
Yes, a triangle, yes.
Entre l'Afrique, les Antilles, la France.
Okay, between Africa, Caribbean, and Africa and France.
Et normalement, je le danse avec un homme qui est très grand, qui est blanc et qui a vécu au Congo.
She understands. So normally,
I came in London, I became like this. In France, I'm like this, and I'm white.
if those who didn't understand, normally she dances with a very tall white man that lives in the
Contemporary
Congo,
dancer.
a contemporary dancer. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
this
see.
dancer, he was living in Congo
he was living in the Congo.
with his father when he was little, and he was dancing classical dancing.
Yeah.
And so after we'd like to tell story about his life, and I was to tell my story about my life, and we mix up, from Africa, West Indies, and Europe, And so Merlin, we know us from a long time ago.
Long time.
We play here many times in
Southbank.
Southbank with many company here. And he was here with me coming to give a workshop with Carolyn. And so we said we are going to go back together to dance.
She asked me to be her, and she got on.
But I don't have money, I have only this one.
Everybody should do a little research on Franco, but I think Judith and any other questions? Oh wait, I'm trying to hear that I'll be right.
I actually have two. I've got one question, but then I'll just see the lady downstairs answer another question. The second piece, Alice and Ray did. I just wanted you to explain where it came from. What made you do that, please?
Okay.
The reason why I wanted to do a piece like that is because often we see African dance in one context, classical in one context, hip hop in another context. And I've seen a lot of African performances where you actually see a lot of the styles. You'll see ballet, you'll see the fifth position in the arms, you'll see hip hop in the movement. So what I wanted to do is find a way where I can see these styles on the same platform. Then what I did was with my dancers, I looked at our journeys. Where do we cross over? And through the audition process, you discover that, we've got similarities. Sometimes we've all experienced some form of discrimination. And so that's how the piece developed. So it became really the dancer's journey. And normally it's a 20-minute piece which looks at the perception of the audience and their own perception of themselves. I hope to develop it further with a bit of film and so on. That's it.
For my question, just wanted to say to the lovely lady in the white trousers, thank you. I've learned a thing or two tonight from your downstairs. Thank you. And then I'd just like to learn more about Boy Blue Entertainment. It was a fantastic act, and I'd like to hear more about you. And where's the rest of the group? You guys were fantastic.
So do you want to hear more about the company as itself?
Yeah, just what you're about. Yeah.
Okay, so with Boy Blue, we established in 2001. So I was like, what, 4? Was you even born? So it's been around for a very long time, and it's seen a lot of dancers go through the doors. But I've been in Boy Blue for 3 years, the same as Kobe. And we've just learned a lot about hip hop foundations and all the different hip hop styles. And it's a really amazing company to be in. The platforms are amazing, constantly doing different performances of different styles. And it's not just hip hop. we do like hip hop theatre, we study different dance styles, contemporary, and we look into drama as well and spoken word. So it's a big deal to be a part of it, and it's amazing.
Where's the rest of the group then?
They had to leave because they live quite far away.
You guys are great.
So yeah, thank you.
Do you have a second question? Wait, there's one other gentleman, and then I'll let you go.
Just to ask, are there any centres of African dance where you can get the full plethora of different styles from different countries?
Right here in London?
In London.
No, there's several places that teach African dance here in London. Myself, however, I'm having a workshop that starts tomorrow, and on Sunday, that I'll be featuring the 3 masters that I've brought over, Nana, Chantal, and
I'm back here.
there he is. I was looking for you.
Always back.
And Kamal,
Control.
which starts tomorrow. If you're interested, I can give you a flyer on it. And I usually do this show and also the workshops once a year. So Field of Rhythm Productions is the name I come from. So just keep that in mind, keep your eye on it.
And I also teach at City Lit Afro Contemporary starting in September. So if you're interested, just go on the website. City Lit every Wednesday, Afro Contemporary.
Very good.
And Verona.
Verona teaches at Dance Works.
Actually, I teach dance.
Yes, oh, that's right. Yeah. Eddie, where's that?
The dance
Dance
hall at
Works.
Huskies. Huskies on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Husky Studio, Elephant Castle.
Just Google it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I think that's everybody here that, yes. Gentleman from the United States, I mean, he came with Kamal, they're Chicago, is that right?
Well, Denzel's from Philadelphia. I'm working in Chicago. Well, in Illinois.
And Merlin, of course, in Paris, but he'll be here tomorrow.
And David?
That's right, David Blake.
He from tomorrow.
Because I think Mike has left. But David Blake teaches Horton, which the gentleman, which one? He's number 5, Michael Solo. Is Michael where? Okay, and David Blake teaches on Monday at 5:30 to 7. And Heather, who also teaches Horton, teaches at 8 to 9:30, and that's at Dance Works. On Wednesday. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Any other questions? I think, oh, wait. You're going to get your second one, just a second.
The very first dance I thought was such a powerful message, and I just wondered if you do it in any secondary schools. Because I mean, I'm a grown adult and I took quite a lot from it, and I just wondered if young black boys could take even more out of your dance.
So this is the first time I ever did it. So this is the first platform that's ever been performed at. So I wouldn't even know how other black boys, or I could just ask any black men in the room if they took anything from it. But I haven't really got any feedback yet, so I would love some from any black man.
It's great.
I work with young people a lot, and what you did was very impacting, and the young people would have loved that, you know, because it's about the fathers and how you're meant to go without a father, how you're meant to learn without a father. And there's a lot of young people who have that would just inspire them to just keep on going. Okay, well done.
It's quite a general question, but I think I'm thinking about the first piece and also Ignition, is it Ignition? As well. Just thinking about how it is for you guys to try to find an audience for different elements of that experience, basically, telling different kinds of story rather than just what we're used to seeing on videos and things like that, and also to see strong women dancing and it's not all sexualized kind of movement. And do you find it easy to find, you know, an appreciative kind of audience for this kind of work? Because it's really refreshing to see.
If I
haven't kind of really looked too deep into it. Kind of just go with my vibe and just feel it. And whoever feels us, and who doesn't, doesn't. That's basically what it is. So, I mean, this is the first time we've performed in years, so we're kind of developing down that route as well. So,
I think for me, I kind of push in different spaces. So like I'm usually in like.
Can we take the microphone? Can you take the microphone, please?
I think usually I do this in like urban spaces, so the people there usually always appreciate it. But for me, I also done theater. I've graduated from Temple University at Philly, so I really try to. It was the first time I ever had to put like black dance inside of a very white-centered university, you know what I mean? So a lot of the feedback I got from those spaces was very uplifting. I just don't know how far the message got. So.
See hands up?
Carolyn, can I just say something? I just wanted to say, being a black dancer in London, it's very, very difficult to have platforms to show your work as you're starting out. And I think, and also it's not just having a platform to show your work, it's actually what Carolyn did this time was brilliant, is that she gave us rehearsal space, which is really, it's very difficult for choreographers to have the finances, if we haven't got funding, to find a space to rehearse. Also, not all dancers are going to come out and work with you for free. So, if you all are planning on developing further platforms, I think all of us here would much appreciate it, because it's very, very difficult to get the work to this level and also to have the spaces like this one to perform. So really, we got to say a big thank you to Carolyn. She's been working for about 5 years, 6 years. This is the sixth year, you know, and it's a battle. It's a battle. So she really needs support, and I think all of you are here. You're going to open more doors so that all of us can start to show more work. Okay?
Yes. What is it? It is the flute from Guinée. The nom de ton flûte. Il veut pas dire
Je parle en français.
Ok.
Ça c'est flûte. Tu peux jouer avec tout le monde.
That can play with everybody.
Danse contemporaire.
Dance contemporary. Dance contemporary dance.
Reggae.
Reggae.
Tout ce que tu veux.
All the different styles. It's an instrument that's extremely flexible.
Ça vient de la Guinée.
It comes from Guinea, and how many notes does it have? Il a combien de notes?
Yeah, 16.
There's 16 notes, and
C'est trois trous.
yeah, with 3 holes. There's 16, and I will tell you that the people that play this instrument, one of the top in the world, really, is Baba Gale. We're very, very fortunate to have So we are very, very fortunate to have him. He is one of the top.
Je suis content de tout le monde.
He's very happy.
À Merlin aussi.
Merlin.
Qui pensait à moi, on travaille beaucoup de fois à Paris.
They worked a lot together in Paris.
Bon, moi, je suis résident ici
Yeah,
maintenant.
no, he's in England, he's in London.
Ça fait 8 ans.
8 ans. This he's here 8 years, and his English is improving.
C'est moi seul qui joue flûte là
Yeah,
ici.
he's the only. But the level of flute that he plays, he's the only one that's here.
Début, ça m'a donné problème parce que les gens ne connaissaient pas beaucoup. C'est pas populaire ici, mais maintenant ça va.
Maintenant, yeah, maintenant people understand. It's a beautiful instrument, and as I said, there's not a lot of people that play it here.
What's it made of?
C'est fait de quoi? C'est le.
C'est pas le bambou, parce qu'il y a des gens qui vont voir ça, ils vont penser que c'est bambou. C'est pas bambou.
It's not bamboo. It's
Ça s'appelle tambi.
Tambi. What is what? It's wood or something.
Non, je ne connais pas en français comment ça s'appelle. En France, on appelle flûte, mais c'est ça que original aussi flûte occidentale. C'est ça qu'ils ont regardé pour faire.
They call that the original African flute. Yes.
Mais
Est-ce
que ça ressemble au bambou, le bois, ou c'est du bois?
C'est du bois.
Oui, c'est
C'est
du bois.
du bois qui pousse au côté de l'eau.
C'est un peu comme les bambous.
Pas bambou.
Yeah, but it's like bamboo, but not bamboo.
It's good that people said it grows in bamboo.
Yeah, it grows near the water.
Roseau, je pense.
Anyway, so any other questions?
Et la spécificité aussi, c'est que c'est le flûte parlant, c'est-à-dire qu'il peut parler en même temps qu'il joue.
Ah, that's right. One of the significance of the flute is that I'm sure you heard when he was playing that he can also speak with the flute. You heard him? That's one of the significance of the instrument. Yeah. So, any other questions? Thank you very much, Baba. You want to say something? Huh? Okay, I just want to. Okay, so is there any other questions? That's it? Yeah?
No, it's over.
I want to thank everybody for being here. I want you to also don't forget to fill out the demographics. If you don't have a pencil, I've got pencils. And also I want to thank Southbank for providing this platform for us to be able to put on the show. And I hope you've all enjoyed it.
Thank you.